Alright, it's Hootie Hoot 217, and I'm back with another video. I realized on my last video I forgot to say like my name and all that good stuff. It's my first time, fight me. But if you're watching this video, I appreciate you for coming back, or if you're new and you're watching this video, welcome. But today I'm going to be talking about Shikamaru with the Sharingan versus Rock Lee with the Byakugan, and I actually don't even really think it's close. Rock Lee just kind of stumps, and let me explain why. I'm assuming that's why you're here. Well, for one, Rock Lee already fought somebody with the Sharingan, which was Sasuke, and he kind of washed him. Now, at the same time, though, it's like, all right, well, they got Shikamaru, and it looks like he has the 3 Tomoe Sharingan, so maybe he'll be able to fare a little bit better. But at the same time, that doesn't really matter because Rock Lee washed Sasuke without taking his weights off. So if he takes off his weights, even with the Sharingan, I don't think Shikamaru's going to be able to react to it. He'll see it coming, like, oh man, he's finna punch me in the face, but I don't think he's going to be able to move fast enough for it to really matter. 2. Shikamaru can hit Rock Lee with the Shadow Possession Jutsu, and it wouldn't matter because he can break out of it because Rock Lee is strong enough to break out of it, especially if he starts opening the gates. We've seen in Boruto when Shikamaru put Metal Lee in the Shadow Possession Jutsu and Metal Lee opened like the 3rd gate or whatever on accident and he broke out. We've also seen, although it was filler, but those 2 brothers that were like, super big and everything, they broke out with brute strength alone. Like, they didn't even use like any enhanced chakra or anything. What's the girl from the Hidden Sound that Tamari ended up coming in defeating? Although she had the Curse Mark 2 amp, she was kind of breaking out of the Shadow Possession Jutsu too. To be fair, Shikamaru was a little bit low on chakra at that time, but still, that's actually another thing. Shikamaru, the Shadow Possession Jutsu takes a lot of chakra apparently, or Shikamaru just has a very trash chakra reserve, because we've seen with fights against Tamari, pretty much all his fights he almost ends up running out of chakra, except when he fought Kin from the Sound Village in the prelims of the Chunin exam. He just kind of washed her, but fine. But against Tamari, he ran out of chakra. I'm not going to count the other ninjas that he fought whenever chasing after Sasuke, because he fought them right after fighting Tamari, so he still had low chakra, so I'm not going to count that. But then again, with the Sound 4 girl, I forgot her name, I'm sorry. We see him run out of chakra again. Even in the future, when he was fighting Hidan, and he ran out of chakra then too, or he was running out of chakra. Bottom line, his chakra reserve isn't very extensive. Meanwhile, Lee, he throws punches and kicks. He doesn't really have to rely on chakra. He actually doesn't have to rely on chakra at all. Now, if you want to give him the Byakugan, imagine how devastating Lee's hits are going to be when he uses his own type of force to punch somebody with the Gentle Fist style. So, like, where Neji, like, goes for, like, I'm going to attack a specific area and, like, go for your chakra points. Yeah, Lee's not going to do that. Lee's going to full-fledged just punch a hole through somebody's chest with a chakra-enhanced fist of, like, destruction. Essentially, this is going to be a bit of a stretch, but I'm picturing Rock Lee with just like some really devastating attack power, not on par with like Tsunade and Sakura's just raw punching power, but some pretty strong stuff. And this is also before he even opens any gates. So him opening gates, he's going to be just moving way too fast for Shikamaru to deal with. And he's going to be too strong, and he can break out of Shikamaru's main thing, which is the Shadow Possession Jutsu. And like the shadow strangle. Well, I'm saying it this way: if he can break out of the shadow possession, he's not gonna. He's gonna be able to break out of the shadow strangle and everything too. Um, Shikamaru's very smart. Like when Shukaku dies, he's like around number 2, maybe number 1 in like intelligence. I think the only person that's really even giving him a run for his money is Kakashi at that point. But that being said, he also admitted that he would, like when he was younger, he would have got washed by Neji, who he's smarter than, but he's like, well, I'm smarter than him, but that's not going to mean a whole lot if I can't keep up. Is I'm assuming what he was implying, which is actually the same scenario that he gets in when he's fighting somebody like Rock Lee. I think people really discredit how much of a beast Lee is because of how he lost to Gaara, but Lee was actually kind of cheated, and I'll argue anybody over that one. The initial kicks for the primary Lotus, if you want to say, oh, he was in so much pain that he closed his eyes. Sure, fine, whatever. I still find it to be kind of trash, but whatever, fine. And then when he was doing the Hidden Lotus, honestly, the initial kick of the Hidden Lotus should have broke his neck, but it didn't, so fine. And then he's hitting him, all right, cool. And then when he actually goes and does the Hidden Lotus, the speed in which they showed him hit the ground is not consistent with him breaking down the gourd on his back, is what I'm saying. He should have still taken a huge brunt of that hit, even if he tried to turn it into sand a little bit. Whatever. He should have lost that. Lee should have won. But this isn't a Lee and Gaara fight. This is a Lee versus Shikamaru fight. And I just feel that with how smart Shikamaru is, he wouldn't be able to get away from Lee, especially if Lee was to drop his weights and, like, you know, open a few gates. If you can think of something that Shikamaru can do to, you know, stop Lee, sure. Now, and I'm saying it that way. If it was prep timed, then that's different. But like just flat out, like, okay, cool. They're walking down the street and they're just bumping into each other and they're fighting. Lee is winning every time. You can't convince me otherwise. Well, he may be able to if you can put a really compelling argument into the comments, but you're gonna have a tough time. Now, with prep time, Lee's not gonna prep for anything. He's dumb. Like, I'll admit that. Now, if it's prepped, then Shikamaru's gonna take it every day to Sunday, because Shikamaru's a genius. I don't know what he would think of, but I'm 100% positive he would think of something to deal with Lee's speed and his power, because there's a huge difference. And with that, I'm sure he'll find out a way to deal with it. But at the same time, Lee's gonna have the Byakugan, so he'll be able to see all the extra little traps and tricks that Shikamaru has laid out. Doesn't necessarily mean he'll be able to avoid them, because again, like I said, he's not the most intelligent, but you have to admit that it still doesn't look the best for Shikamaru, although just because like he's so intelligent and he can turn the odds against most anybody. I would still have to say he takes it, but I would definitely say he takes it with high diff. I would say like 9 out of 10. He takes it with prep time, and then there's that one that I still feel we could, you know, win. But I think that's gonna do it for this one. I say just straight up fight out of nowhere. Lee wins on little difficulty. And then if it's prep time, I say Shikamaru washes most times, but there's that one time that I think Lee could still, you know, come out with the W. Again, I appreciate everybody for listening, for tuning in. Please, like, you know, send a like, share, subscribe if you're feeling it, and go ahead and put your hypotheticals in the comments. If I know enough about the the two people, then I'll do it. If I don't, I'll let you know. And if you have anything else, I'll be happy to give it a look. Appreciate you. Hootie hoot out.